I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo notes are I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 20.
Ready, break!
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, it's much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw now on first down. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
To about the 26 here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield. It turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught on the slant. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That pass is caught by Hardy. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the gun to give to Mixon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Let's go now.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Uncorks one for Davis. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for them in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now we'll see what you can do with it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Second and 2.
He completes it to Olave.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, Kamara. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Okay,
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
His throw incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They run. It's Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one taken in by Olave. 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, while you there looking the best, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold.